welcome back to the Hit Squad on the webisode. This segment is brought to you by Metrogistics. It's the company I work for. Hey, we transport vehicles all over the United States, the lower 48. If you're moving a vehicle, we can do it for you. Just go to metrogistics.com. It's Metrogistics. Tell them Chad from the Hit Squad sent you. We'll get your car picked up and delivered. Now, we are talking MMA locally, but of course we want to... a big fighter, Tyron Woodley, is going to be fighting on the UFC 161, coming from St. Louis, and of course Dan Henderson and Mr. Rashad Evans. That was the big fight of the night. We got that about a couple weeks ago. Were you surprised this is the main event on 161?
No, actually, I really wasn't that surprised. And whenever the guy that was actually fighting the main event, I can't think of his name off the top of my head, fell out. There's always been talk of Rashad and Dan Henderson because, at the end of the day, man, these guys are at the twilight of their career.
Absolutely.
And so it's going to be like
the swan
this
song.
fight is going to happen. It's just a matter of when it's going to happen.
And
but I
better.
couldn't believe that, it happened in Canada like this. I'll tell you that. I mean, that is a little surprising to me. But at the same time, Rashad Evans is down in Florida right now. Last time that the UFC's been down in Florida, they didn't do very well from a gate-wise. So I don't see them going there.
We're gonna be talking about that a little later in this segment as well.
The UFC's playing their cards. You got two big names, so it's I don't know. I mean,
they have it like in so far in advance. It just seemed like all of a sudden, boom, this one come on.
It's two big names to be thrown.
It is two big names. All of it. Yeah, that was my thing. I was like, wow, all of a sudden, yeah.
Right.
And that's. Dan Henderson needs it. He's not getting
come on, Hendo.
not getting any younger. He's a class act guy. And I tell you what, his last fight against Lyoto Machida, I think we both know that was a.
Come on, that's Machida. That's why I'm not a Lyoto Machida fan.
He ran the whole time, kicked and ran, and
we
didn't get a good view of what I think Dan Henderson, who's coming off of a knee injury, we didn't get to really see what he's.
He's an Olympic wrestler that's got dynamite in his right hand. It's like, he's got dynamite in the right hand, and Machida was just trying to run the whole time. One thing about Rashad, they're going to try to stand with him. That'd be interesting. I'll be excited to see that if he does try to stand with them. I don't think it's going to work out real well for Rashad.
If he decides to stand with him.
Stand with him. But at the same time, you got Rashad Evans that wrestled a Division I wrestler at Michigan State. So, I mean, he can wrestle too, buddy. So it's going to be an interesting time. We'll see how that.
And the one reason I brought this up is because on that UFC 161, we're going to get into this. Tyron Woodley is fighting on that, and we're going to have more on that. But I just wanted to switch gears. Obviously, these guys came from somewhere.
Absolutely. Tyron Woodley actually started when he got signed with Strikeforce here in St. Louis.
Yep.
It's Shamrock Promotions, which is an apparent company of ours, actually brought in Strikeforce.
Right.
So Shamrock brought in Strikeforce, and then Tyron got signed with Strikeforce right after that. And man, I tell you what, I'm excited for Tyron to go out and represent, Strikeforce, and to go out and represent that. He got his big start here in St. Louis with Strikeforce through Shamrock. So it's like. I'm excited for Tyron, and I tell you what, to fight Jake Shields, which Jake Shields fought here and fought Robbie Lawler. That's a good fight for Tyron, man. That's a fight that he can win.
And he
should win.
He had a great point. He said, I'm not just doing this for me. I'm doing this for St. Louis. I'm trying to put St. Louis on the map. Because you and I know St. Louis is a great, great fight city.
Right.
That's the thing. You say they didn't have the draw at the gate in Florida. Blows my, they're a bunch of old retired people down there. Don't really want to go see UFC. If you bring the UFC here, I guarantee you it'll be sold out.
We'll sell it out.
100%.
But there's a lot of things that go into that you don't know about, and that I don't know that we can talk about. The Fertittas actually own the UFC. Fertittas actually own casinos. Supposedly, rumor has it, okay, so don't quote me on this, is that they had some issues with the Missouri Gaming Commission. So they really don't want to bring the UFC to Missouri because they got in a few arguments with Missouri Gaming Commission.
Holding a grudge.
And I'm not saying that that's necessarily true, but that's, and I'm not saying it's Missouri Gaming Commission's fault either, because there's two sides to every story. So that's the reason they're saying that they're not bringing the UFC. Well, I don't know if they're saying that, but from what I've heard.
Well, St. Louis has done its fair share of putting some names out there, Tyron being one. Matt Hughes, of course, kind of claims the St. Louis area as his own
Right.
as well. So there's a lot of big names out there.
I mean, you got Justin Lawrence. You got
Yeah.
you got Justin Lawrence. You have Adam Sella. You have Lance Benoist. You got Tyron Woodley. You got some guys that have came through. And there was a lot of guys that fought through Strikeforce here, including myself. When they came through, I mean, we had 3 big shows here in St. Louis, and each one of them did really well.
And sold them all out, right?
Sold them all out.
I believe so, yes, absolutely. Well, on June 15th, the Shamrock Professional Fighting Pro MMA right here in St. Louis. Some of those names you were just talking about, you can see at the River City Casino. It's going to be their second event after Dierks Bentley, correct?
Correct, June 15th.
That's
Tough
it.
act to follow,
That is
buddy.
a tough act to follow, but I will tell you what, you're going to see the next generation of UFC fighters if you come and see this fight.
June 15th at the River City Casino. Actually, Adam Sella is going to be fighting the guy that just got out of the UFC.
Absolutely.
Okay? I mean, there's June 15th. You have a ton of good fighters, a lot of local kids that are really good. This is like the AAA to get to the UFC. Justin Lawrence has fought for them. Tyron Woodley's fought for them. I mean, everybody's fought for us. I mean, so it's kind of like, excuse me, everyone is like
Who's
came
come
through the
through.
system.
That's
It really
right.
has.
It is, and
it's
we've
like
said
the minor
that-
leagues, and you get signed out of here into the UFC. I mean, it's going to be a great night, and it's the opening of River City's new venue. So I'm excited for the St. Louis metropolitan area and also for Shamrock.
I'm also excited to see Mean Mike Green. He has a local cult following around here. He's been an
Yes.
amateur for so long. He's probably, and maybe he will make it to the UFC, but he's pretty old.
I don't think he's going to make it to the UFC.
He might not, but he gets, but you know what? He's getting his first pro fight, and that's exciting.
It is exciting. I mean, it's exciting for the guy to finally, I think he's 40 years old. He's gonna.
Yeah, I think he is, too.
He was the first guy to actually do mixed martial arts in the state of Missouri, and here in Missouri through Shamrock.
Right.
And now he's actually making his pro debut. So it's kind of a neat deal.
It is a
June
neat
15th. There's June 15th, River City Casino, Shamrock FC, 15-year anniversary.
That's right.
With 15 fights.
That's unbelievable. There you go.
Unbelievable.
And one fight you're really excited about is a kid by the name of Kenny Porter.
Kenny Porter's fighting. He lost to this guy named Zach Harvey earlier. I think it was earlier this year, and now he's coming back out and he's going to get his rematch. And let's see, because he was killing Zach, and then all of a sudden this mixed martial arts man, he got caught. He got caught in a choke and got put to sleep. So now all of a sudden, Kenny's been begging for the rematch, and so it's going to be interesting to see what he can do.
Battle of the Bryans. Brian Schell, Brian Grinnell.
It's a good fight. You
That
got
is a good fight.
two high-level jiu-jitsu players that are going to be coming out and seeing what they both can do. You know what? And when you get 2 high-level jiu-jitsu guys like this, it's usually whoever has a little bit better stand-up. So I mean, if one of them can stop the takedown, then the other guy's got more. If they're a stalemate in jiu-jitsu, we'll see who can have a little bit better stand-up.
TJ Thomas, Mike Foster.
Interesting fight on that card. Both guys are really game guys that come hard to fight. So, and they're both, these guys are kind of the wild card. You don't really know exactly what you're going to get because they're both, TJ's a blue collar guy, tough guy, just a banger, tough, and then you got the opposite of Mike Foster, who's an extremely talented guy, an extremely good athlete, that is actually not the most
Technically sound.
You never know what you're going to get with the guy. I mean, sometimes he comes out and he puts on a great show. Sometimes he doesn't.
But I tell you what, I've never seen him in a boring fight. To borrow one of your, terms,
No.
he does come to fight, and it's always interesting.
Always.
Josh Weston, Bo Smith.
Josh Weston's a guy here in St. Louis that you better get a chance to know that name. His name is Josh Weston. He's 3-1 as a professional. He was 15. I think, don't hold me this, but I think he was 15-1 as an amateur. He's a guy that beat Lance Benoist, who's in the UFC as an amateur. This guy's beaten everybody. He's been around a long time, and he's on a tear right now. And I tell you what, it's going to be a good fight for him. He's a local kid with a lot of talent, and he's proud to represent St. Louis. So it's going to be an interesting time for Josh Weston. I think that Josh has got a huge future.
Talk about representing St. Louis. You have Adam Sella. This is kind of his demotion back to the minors. It's his Mitchell Boggs time right now.
It is.
He's got 4 fights, and this is the first of the 4 to get him back to the UFC. Is
It
kind
sure
of what
is.
they're.
I mean, he was fighting in a 185-pound weight class. Now he's fighting at the 170. This is where the UFC has told him to go back, win some fights. If you win those fights at 170 pounds, we'll have you back. So he's back in St. Louis. Just came out of the tough show. So you know what, St. Louis, come out and come out and see him.
Absolutely.
Here's your chance to meet the guy, hang out with the guy, and be cage side.
And he is a great fighter. He pushes forward, and it's going to be a good
He got
time.
caught with a spinning back kick, or spinning heel kick. He got knocked out. knocked out cold, highlight reel. But at the same time, I mean, if you look at the first round, it was going back and forth.
I was thinking about
who was going to win. I personally thought that he was probably starting to lose, or he was starting to win the fight a little bit. But at the same
He wasn't losing. I'll put it that way. He was not.
round.
Yeah, you were not like, oh, when's this going to be over? It was, like you said, 50-50 all the way through. Real quick, that was on The Ultimate Fighter. The upcoming season, a little bit of change. Miesha Tate is going to be taking over for Kat Zingano. This is really what I think most fans of the UFC wanted anyway, Miesha Tate being in there against Ronda Rousey because of the history there. And, of course, now those two will fight. Kat Zingano is out because of a knee injury.
Correct. And I tell you what, I mean, that's going to be, man, I'm not a huge reality show TV guy.
Nah,
I did
neither
last year.
am I.
I started to like it a little bit more, but I tell you what, now you're going to have guys and girls all in the same house with a tough. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be interesting to say the least. And to see you're going to have, someone, Ronda Rousey, who loves the media, knows how to work it, and she gets it. And then you've got
Miesha Tate.
Miesha Tate oh man, it's going to be interesting.
And those two have a little bit of a history, so it'll be interesting to see how it all comes about. But coming up on our next segment, we're going to be talking about great fights and great fights that you would like to see. That's happening next on the Hit Squad on 101sports.com.